Right now, if you go to the Target website and search for Yoshi's Crafted World, it's listed as $59.99. But on January the 8th, earlier this year, something at Target went very, very wrong behind the scenes. It's hard to know what exactly that was. I don't work at Target. But for less than an hour, the game was listed as costing just $1. A single dollar. That's 1/60th of the game's regular price. And things didn't stop there. One other game on Target's website received this same $1 treatment, a walking sim called What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, normally Edith Finch sells for $20, not quite Yoshi's $60. But either way, both of these discounts were massive. In fact, so massive that it seemed obvious that this was not meant to be happening. Every time anyone bought one of these games, Target would lose a big chunk of money. If this mistake made it out in public, then Target could face a huge loss. And sure enough, only a few minutes later, word reached Reddit. And that's when things got out of control. So, a user named Vanderlegion posted a link to Target's website with the caption, "Yoshi's Crafted World digital for $1 at Target.com." And straight away, people began to flood Target's website with orders. Like, this person here bought 3 copies of the game, 1 for themselves and 2 for their nephews. Seems innocent enough, but then they went back and bought 10 more copies, just for the hell of it, I suppose. Because here's the thing, this $1 deal was for the digital version of Yoshi, which meant that as soon as you clicked the buy button and checked out, you would be emailed a link to download the game. There was no warehouse involved where Target could spot their mistake and physically prevent you from receiving their games. It was just $1 and a couple of clicks, and then bam, Yoshi. And to add to the irony of the situation, when you register a digital game to your Nintendo Switch, Nintendo rewards you with something called gold points, which carry real-world value to them. With digital games, it's 5% of the retail price. So, because Yoshi's Crafted World normally costs $60, people were given 300 gold points, which is equal to $3. That's 3 times what people paid Target for the entire game itself, just in gold reward points. So, as the clock ticked on, people grew more desperate. They knew that as soon as Target noticed their error, then all of this would come to an end. Target was losing money by the minute, presumably quite a lot of money too. And so people were rushing to get their orders in before time ran out. And sure enough, less than an hour later, Target noticed. And that's when things started to fall apart. So, the first red flag was the price. All of a sudden, it skyrocketed up from $1 to $60. Not just that, but Edith Finch also jumped back up to $20. This was a clear sign. Target had noticed what was going on, and they weren't gonna sit around and watch. They were gonna take back control. So it started, like I said, with the price, but soon things got worse. People who had ordered copies of Yoshi or Edith Finch started getting emails in their inboxes from Target. Quote, "We're sorry to inform you that we had to cancel an item from your order. Due to an issue on our end, we displayed incorrect pricing for this item. You can see more details about this issue below. You have not been charged for the cancelled item. We sincerely apologise for any inconvenience this may cause." So yes, you heard that right. Not only could new customers not take advantage of the $1 loophole, but Target was going back and cancelling the orders of people who had already bought themselves a copy. Or 10 copies, whatever the case may be. Except, for the most part, Target was too late. The damage was done. Because here's the thing. If people had just left their orders sitting in their email inbox, then yes, Target could cancel them and take back their digital copies of Yoshi. But if people had already redeemed their code onto their Switch and downloaded the game, well, then there was nothing that Target could do. It couldn't reach in through your window and remove the game from your console. They were screwed. It was too late. And there was more. You see, over the next few hours, eBay began to fill up with digital copies of Yoshi's Crafted World. Now, perhaps it was purely a coincidence, but I feel like these two events have quite a lot to do with each other. Those 10 copies of the game had to end up somewhere, after all. So, at the end of all of this, what's the moral of the story? I'm not sure there is one, but I reckon Target are probably a little more careful about what products they apply that $1 coupon to. Yoshi fans are truly a force to be reckoned with. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, consider supporting this channel on Patreon. It's the only surefire way to keep these videos coming every single week. And on that note, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.